Hello and welcome to my presentation on the computer-assisted instruction. In my case, I learned how to use Adobe Captivate, and after the basic course, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'd say that I have quite a good understanding of how it works now, thanks to some quite excellent instruction from lynda.com. Okay, so I'm going to go through the module, and I'll be pausing from time to time just to comment on the process of creating it. So we can see the topic is innovations in web conferencing. Easy to pull in photos within Captivate from your files, and I chose to have a couple here. One on the left could call it, I guess, old school web conferencing, and on the right something that's looking a bit more high tech, wanting to just touch base with the idea of innovations. And you'll notice also we have the sound in the background. That was from a site called Free Sound, and it's a great site. You can get a lot of free recordings, and as the name says, they're completely free. Okay, let's move on. Here I wanted to just comment about the different types of slide layouts that you can choose. There's quite a variety within Captivate. In this case, it was a slide that allowed to insert 3 images at the top. And I knew that I had 3 major web conference players that are in the field now, and so that slide choice worked out quite well for that. And the idea was that we want to go on and explore some of the new players in the field. This box here on the bottom that says continue, this is something that you can add on any page, and it's known as a click box. So as the name says, when you click on it, something happens. And in this case, it's going to continue on to the next page. However, you can set that so that when you click, it will go to any page within your project. And that's a very, very useful feature for doing some nice branching. And here are some of the new players. Most of these, in fact, I believe all came online with their web conferencing tools in the last 5 years. And so the idea here is again using click boxes where we have images first of all, and then over top of the image is a click box, and when you click on that it will go to that tools page. So here an example for any meeting, some basic statistics, start year, number of users, and cost. And on the right side, this is a really nice feature in Captivate where you can actually insert a web page directly within Captivate. So if we click on it, and it goes to any meeting's web page, and also anything that's on that web page will operate just as it normally does if you were to go to the external web page. And that's probably a good option to include because some people want to see the entire page rather than having it limited by the box here. So keeping in mind the student's assignment was to find some innovative features within these new tools. Here's some ideas for them, and then they can watch the website. When they're ready, they can go back and look at another tool. And when they've gone through all the tools, then they can click here to try a quiz. So we can see here how this clicking feature to redirect to different areas in your project can be very useful. So here's the quiz page, and a lot of times, as we all know as learners, we still want to go back and do some review. So a student might think, I didn't really get too much about Fuse, maybe I should look at their website again, and so on. Okay, and then when they're ready, then they can go and do the quiz. Now on this page, unlike all of the other pages, I wanted to set it up so that the student had to complete the quiz before they could continue on. So you have that option of limiting it in that way. So if they were to click submit now, a box comes up saying you must answer the question before continuing. Okay, so the idea here was that to have a description on this side and on the right side to have the actual features. So the first one, valuable for those on a low budget. And let's say I chose the wrong answer by mistake, or afterwards I decided that's not correct. I can clear. And that looks like free option. Runs on Windows, OS X. That sounds like platform agnostic. And G, high quality audio. Sounds like high resolution. Alternative to downloading, direct link. The technology gets out of the way. That sounds like streamlined. And access for these types of devices, mobile. And submit. Correct, press anywhere. That will take you to your results page. And look at that, we got 100%. Now, if you didn't pass, then you would have a button here that would say retry. So you would have retry and also review. In this case, we just have review because we don't need to retry. We got 100% and probably don't even need to review. Looks like we know our topic. So we'll continue. And this takes us to the last page of the module. So the innovations are here in the blue box. And then finally, just a closing thought. What will web conferencing look like when this girl is an adult? And this is something probably that the students don't necessarily need, but I thought it should be included, is the references where I got the information. Continue. Notice also they can continue using the slider bar at the bottom here. But the boxes here within here, it makes it more clear exactly how the student is to navigate the course by following the directions on the boxes on the page here. So continue, and those are the photo references, and that's the end of the module.